Zell Boy Army, welcome to another spicy one on the channel. You are in for a treat today. 4-4-2 tactics with a new adjustment to them, which I'll be showing in game. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my latest 4-4-2 tactics. I'll show you my complete set of tactics, then I'll show you a few gameplay clips of how it works in game and what the new adjustments have done. So, let's get into it. This is the team right now. Got Ginola on the bench right now, 3.5 million coins, so I could have like 5 million coins plus this team. I'm experimenting with the team and trying different stuff out, just to try different players. Honestly, Salah was better than I expect for someone with that weak foot. This Yao Felix is great. De Bruyne, probably the best midfielder I've used. I'd say edges it just over Haaland, and then I'd say Haaland is probably better than this Llorente from what I've seen. But love the team, play really good in game. This Mendy's honestly probably the best keeper I've used as well. Keepers, at the end of the day, keepers, and by that I mean they're never going to stand out and be too special. But I do really like this Mendy. His gold card played quite well. And this one's definitely very good when I use him. But the tactics, we're using 4-4-2. The reason I use 4-4-2 is simply put, it is so balanced. You've got the flat back four, which do the job properly. You've got the flat midfield four, that keep the ball well, defend well. And then you've got your two strikers up front who give you a lot of options there. The flat midfield four work really well at defending and offering you two banks of four, which is hard to deal with. But then two strikers, you can get to them and give you a lot of options up front. It's just such a balanced formation. I've gone more in depth on why the 4-4-2 is so good in other videos, but that's basically some quick point of why I really like it. The tactic itself, you can see here I've got 4 tactics. The defensive is the one I tend to start in. The ultra defensive is what I play in if I'm holding on to a game late on. The attacking is what I go to if I'm maybe a goal down or just want to be more aggressive against my opponent. And the ultra attacking is what I will go if I'm all out desperately trying to get back into the game. So, the default one that I play most of the game in. Defensive style balanced, 40 width, 30 depth. I've lowered the depth, simply put, through balls are crazy. Even lowering your depth to 1 doesn't deal with them properly, but the lower depth just does give you a bit more chance at dealing with through balls, to be honest. So that's why I've lowered it to that. Build up play, balanced, chance creation. Now, this is one of the biggest adjustments I've made. Direct passing. You're probably thinking, well, why are you not just going long ball if you're going direct? Well, good thing you asked. Direct passing, I'll show it in game, but for some reason, it puts your opponent's defenders basically on the 6-yard line. Your attackers go really deep. Your opponents sit almost on the 6 to 10 yard line. It'll be easier when you see it in game and I explain it. And it makes it very easy to break them down because you just pass to your striker who's almost 6-8 yards out. And then all you have to do is turn and shoot. It's very hard to defend and it basically forces your opponent. In my opinion, it's a bit of a glitch right now. You'll see it in game. But yeah, I think it's really good. Instructions, stay forward on the strikers. Balanced cover centre on De Bruyne. I put cut passing lane, stay back while attacking on the more defensive minded one, just to give me a bit more balance. I've gone from balance to stay back on one of them just to stop me getting countered as much. Come back, stay wide, getting behind on the left mid and right mid, and then stay back on the fullbacks. That is that tactic. For the more aggressive one, you up the depth, you up the players in box, and you go press after possession loss. Simply put, it is just more aggressive, and it is the normal 4-4-2. No CDMs, just centre mids here. A bit more attacking, more aggressive with the press. Stay back. Shouldn't be on De Bruyne in that one. Forgot to change it round there. So De Bruyne I don't want on stay back. We want Marcus Llorente there. And then everything else is the exact same. Very similar. The all-out attack, obviously a lot more aggressive. Fast build-up, forward runs, 100 depth, constant pressure. This is just a very in-your-face one, as you can imagine. Stay central, getting behind on the strikers. Basically, when I'm chasing the game, if I'm losing, I want them to get the ball and attack straight away. Get forward on both the centre mids. Stay forward, stay wide on the wingers. And then balanced on the fullbacks. Don't want them all out. I don't remember putting join the attack on these. I think actually, I genuinely don't even remember doing that. Maybe it's changed on this one. I would want my centre back staying back though. And then for the ultra defensive, 5-3-2 deals with through balls better. drop back, 20 width, 10 depth. And then I'll just go flick through the instructions. Nothing too special to it. That is the actual tactics. Let's actually now get into some gameplay clips where I can show you how these tactics play in game. I've played about 15 games in the Elite Division. How many games has De Bruyne had? De Bruyne's had 13 games. So I've used this tactic 13 games in a row in the Elite Division, tweaked it a little bit, and I'm finding it's worked really well. I think I've won 11 of those games. And obviously the Elite Division is a very high level. Let's get into some gameplay footage and see what you guys think. Okay, here we are going to be showing some different gameplay clips. In the 4-4-2, one of the main things that you revolve your attack around is the centre mids or CDMs, depending on which version you're using. You want to rotate the ball a lot with them, go out wide when needed, and you're always on the lookout for your strikers, trying to find your strikers in a lot of space to get a chance and start working magic with them both. So we're playing it with Llorente and De Bruyne. Here, maybe a bit of a dumb pass to be honest, but De Bruyne with the driven pass has that ability. I bullet into Eusebio. As my good friend Jambu once told me, we go for a German finesse. So here, I could have gone here and turned that way to shoot in that corner, but I decided to finesse it like this. And it ends up flying in. Let's watch that one more time. Magic. Undefendable, some would say. So, rotating with the two centre mids. Getting it to Eusebio. A German finesse from outer space. What can my opponent do there? You're always looking to get it to your two strikers. Because once you get it to those two, if you've beat their midfield, they've got a lot less defenders to deal with. The left back and right back are often going to be pulled out by your right mid and left mid, and then you've isolated them. So we've got another clip here. What I want you to really notice here is how direct passing messes up your opponent. So watch here. The ball's bouncing about. Ball's bouncing about everywhere. I've got the press on because I was losing. And then I get the ball here. Ideally, you want to get the ball to your left mid or right mid and look for a cutback. When you have direct passing on though, the two strikers will float around the middle here. It pens their centre-backs in deeper, which effectively makes it, if you get the pass to one of your strikers and they're around 6 to 10 yards around here, all you have to do is take one good touch or turn the way the opponent doesn't expect and you've scored an easy goal. So here, I get it there. Eusebio makes a good run across. We smash it in near post. Easy finish. That's all come from using the width and the cutback that the 4-4-2 often gives you. So here you can see the defensive shape of the 4-4-2. We've got our flat back four in shape, and now I'm pressing him with, I think that's Marcus Llorente. I don't really know why he's gone out there. But you can see I'm trying to press. I've got all my men around here. I'm losing the game, so I have up the press. Then there, I know he's going to go down the line. And from here, I've got my strikers making the run. And you can see on the radar now, look at this area around here. Salah is making a run to the back post. So I pull back there. I go to cross it. A lot of people here would shoot first time. If I shoot first time, there is a pretty good chance I score. But what I think that's going to work better here is put it onto his left. And I knew my opponent wasn't going to read that. If he did, fair play. And then it's an easy finish. That is pretty much 100 times out of 100, I'd say, a goal. Maybe 99 because it's FIFA. But from there, I was never going to miss. It's being composed, taking opportunities and making the most of them. There, the width of the 4-4-2, the press of it, and the width that Salah provided gave me a nice goal. Here we've got another one. Watch this through ball that I do here. I had not been using this through ball before. Maybe I'm an idiot. But the L1, R1 triangle, it's like a driven chip through ball. No, that's a bit of a mouthful to say, but it is a very good, almost OP. I think it is OP, you could say. Way of doing the chip through ball. Just watch it. It's got a lot less flight on it. Dips and curls down a lot more. And it's harder for the defenders to deal with. And that here allows me perfectly time it, get it over the top, and I'm in. From here, I've got a few choices. I could have gone there, but I think he's offside. I could have gone there and shot. But here, I see Eusebio in space. Pick him out. Easy goal. The 4-4-2, very often in the attack, is going to have 4 options. The 2 strikers, the left mid and the right mid. Use those options. Counter-attack at pace. Your opponents are going to struggle to defend it. For the final clip here, we have a very good example of direct passing, if I do remember right. So we're building up, using everyone here. De Bruyne, Eusebio. Okay, look here how deep João Felix is. He's sitting there. The centre-backs now, they're pretty much 8 yards out now. They're on the 6-yard line almost now. And then from there, I pass it back to Eusebio. They are so deep. And it doesn't matter what tactic they do. The centre-backs are going to sit this deep. That Eusebio there, I take a good touch and I score. The only way he can stop that is instantly switch and predict which way I'm going. I've got into a position there where if he doesn't guess perfect and he has 2 options, which way I'm going, I score. Easy finish, and that's all because of the direct passing. Add it to your game, look for those driven passes, into your strikers' feet, cutbacks. It's going to change your attack. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Appreciate, as always, you watching it. Appreciate you watching my content. Any questions, please let me know. Have a spicy one, and I'll see you in the next one.